The January 6th committee is hitting the home stretch of its public hearings in its historic year-long investigation into the attack on the U.S. Capitol and American democracy.
In a surprise move, Steve Bannon, one of former President Trump's closest allies, is offering to testify. NBC's Bree Jackson has the latest.
Steve Bannon, a member of former President Trump's inner circle, now offering to testify publicly for the January 6th committee. Within weeks, he's set to stand trial for contempt of Congress after months of stonewalling the investigation.
MAGA is on the march. The J6 committee is totally irrelevant.
Bannon's about face comes after former President Trump said he'll waive executive protections over his testimony, although it's unclear if those protections would apply anyway.
We, as a committee, want to talk to anybody that has information.
Former Trump White House counsel Pat Cipollone sat for a nearly 8-hour transcribed deposition. Some of his testimony is expected to be used in hearings this week.
He was able to provide information on basically all of the critical issues that we're looking at.
New footage subpoenaed by the committee shows the former president downplaying that day.
They were angry from the standpoint of what happened in the election, because they're smart and they see and they saw what happened.
Unprecedented documentary filmmaker Alex Holder says Trump started to buy into his own rhetoric.
He became somebody that started to actually believe in his own lie. And that's incredibly dangerous because you can't have a rational conversation with him anymore.
Committee members make the case that rioters were enraged by Trump's false claims of election fraud and efforts to overthrow the 2020 presidential election.
How the president pressured the vice president, pressured the Department of Justice, pressured state election and electors.
The committee also focusing in on possible ties between Trump associates and right-wing extremists. In Washington, Bree Jackson for NBC News.
We will carry those hearings here on NBC 12. The first one is tomorrow starting at 1 p.m.